Welcome back to Cricket for Americans. Nick here, and I am so excited to talk about day 4 that I'm breaking my own rule and posting on a Sunday. That's right. How are you guys doing today? Thank you so much for joining me, and if you want to hear more about this match, stick around and go ahead and hit that like button if you're excited to hear about my thoughts, and hit that subscribe button, especially if you have not done so yet. What are you thinking? Or if you accidentally unsubscribe, hit that subscribe button so it's gray and not red. And I'm excited to talk about this because at the end of India's second innings, as someone that's rooting for India in this match, a little more than England, I was super excited. I was feeling really good about myself. I put a little post on Instagram. What do you guys think? India win, England win, or a draw? I was feeling confident about an India win with one more session today and a full day tomorrow for England to try to chase, which of course they can if they start attacking early on. But I felt really good about it. Not as good after England's second innings have started, with them getting 77 runs without any wickets. The openers have definitely done their job. This looks like the same openers that we saw in the last match when they all went for, in that one innings they batted basically, they all went for 450s, half centuries, and then some. Rory Burns and Hasib have played masterfully, especially even though Hamid has more runs and Rory Burns has a lower strike rate. I was very impressed with Rory Burns' approach today. He wasn't getting fooled by Jadeja's spin. He was playing the spin really well, very confident about that, and he was being very, very patient with the fast bowlers, with the pace bowlers. I feel they've done a masterful job, and they're both really close to half centuries. India really needs to figure out how to get them out before they build even more momentum tomorrow. They were able to handle the new ball very, very well. And as someone rooting for India, England still needs 291. Well, they needed 300 plus, 360, something like that. 366, I think it was, at the start of the second innings. And they've been able to catch up 77 runs, haven't lost any wicket. Even if they lost one wicket, that would still be a pretty good start for England. So this match is proving to be just as exciting as every other day. I didn't think it was going to go 5 days. It's easily going to go 5 days now. And that just proves how exciting this match is. This whole series has been amazing. Even with the blowout in the third match with England winning by an innings, it was still exciting because India had surprised them in the second match, and people were calling for England to be done and dead, basically, in the third match, and they proved everyone wrong. And so this series has been very, very exciting. This match has been amazingly exciting. You had India going 191 all out, and then England put a 290, and then India goes 466, and about 180 of that was in today's play. You already had Rohit with the 100. I was out of town, so I didn't do one of these, but Rohit with the century, 127 so far, the top scorer in this match. He's an animal. That's why he's ranked number 5, I think it is in the world, 5 or 6. He proved his rating, and he's rated a little above Kohli right now. I'm just saying. Kohli continues to do what he's been doing in this series. He's looked a lot better than in series past. He's been very consistent. He got 23,000 runs 1 or 2 days ago, which is amazing. I think he was the fastest to get at 23,000 runs, international runs. Absolutely amazing. And he put a 44 today. Did he get out? In my opinion, not the way I want him to get out. Absolutely. It was a little nick right there on the off stump. He was playing it pretty well earlier today, got a few boundaries, and then that off stump got him, and it was a good catch. Who got that catch? Overton. Moeen came in with his first over today. He struggled yesterday, and he got Kohli in that first over. And he almost got, who was it? He almost got, was it Pant or Rahane, I think? I don't know, Jadeja, but they reviewed it, and it didn't work out right away. He eventually would get someone else later on. He would get Pant later on, Cotton Bowl. Cotton Ball is probably one of my favorite things ever because it takes a very athletic, very focused bowler to be able to bowl it and then catch it on the return as it comes quickly. It was kind of a dead-end ball. Pont was very upset. He thought it hit the ground or something like that, but he was out. And that was impressive by Moeen. He was able to come in and show as that spinner that you can make a difference even on day 4, even on this flat track. And I'm wondering for India, are they wishing, are they wondering, should we have kept Ashwin? Now, not kept Ashwin. Should we have started Ashwin, right? I see a lot of memes that he's like, where's Waldo right now? You can't find him. And he's there, but he hasn't been able to show up yet. But you got to wonder yourself, okay, they got Umesh and they got Thakur. You would think he would take one of those two spots, right? if you wanted to have two spinners, if you wanted to keep the all-rounder Jadeja. But those guys are contributing in more than one way, so you can't really see them in this match not playing because they've done great with the bat, they've done great with the bowling, they've gotten themselves some wickets, they've scored some runs, especially with the Kerr. We'll get to him in a second. And so the question is Jadeja. I love Jadeja. Once I saw the Excalibur for the first time, I'm been a Jadeja fan for life. But he hasn't been right. I don't know if it's the England conditions. I don't know what it is, but he hasn't been his dominant self. Yes, he had a 56 in the first match. Yes, he had a 40 in the second match. But you take away that first match stats. This is his fourth match. He's finished both innings. There was one that he didn't because India was able to chase that second match. And in the last three matches, this one included, he has less runs than Thakur has. Now, Thakur has been losing his mind. He got a 60 today after getting a 57 in the first innings. This guy, and when he was partnering with Pont, that was something to watch. To see both these guys who have the ability, at least Thakur showed it in this match, to attack and not be afraid. It was nice to see, but Pont was laying low. He was doing the Pujara thing, for him at least, in the first 50 or 60 balls, and then he started, once they got 300, they really started to amp it up like the guys in the commentating booth said that they thought they were doing. But it was fun to see those two guys just like slogging it out, ball after ball, leaving and defending when they needed to. And then Thakur, a la Root, got out almost the same exact way that Kohli got out. Almost the same exact way, but again, he put up 60. He did his job. He had a strike rate of 83 after getting the fastest half century on English soil, I think, from anyone, or maybe non-England player. So that was really, really impressive. But he has more runs than Jadeja has in Jadeja's last three matches. So I can't imagine, if you're still going to only do one spinner, I can't imagine you have Ashwin in there for Jadeja. Ashwin can bat, not as well as Jadeja, but Jadeja is not batting too well right now. Is he bad? No, he's not bad. I think he has 160 runs in his 7 innings, right? So that's a 20 plus. You'll take that. It's not deplorable. But when you got guys in the tail end today, Umesh 25, Bumrah 24, Thakur 60. You need someone who's able to pick up those wickets. I was not able to look at the wickets that Jadeja's gotten, but I don't think he's gotten too many wickets in this series in the 4 matches. So I think you can replace him with an Ashwin. I hope. Everyone's calling for it in the 5th match, but we're not there yet. We're still here in the 4th match, ready for day 5. You had, I did not like the way Kohli went down, but at least he fought. He got 44 runs. Jadeja, like I said, he almost got out a couple times, both by Chris Wokes, but Chris Wokes, being who Chris Wokes is, I'll get to him later, got LBW on him and Rahane. Rahane almost went down on the second ball he saw. They reviewed that. They won that review, and then he went down, and Cole was like, nope, you're done. Get out of here, because he was out. Pont gets a half century with Thakur. That was a great partnership there. And then Umesh and Bumrah, they were able to put up a little bit of partnership. Umesh and Thakur were the only ones. Just kidding. But they got 3 of the 5 sixes they got all the 6s today for India, but 3 of the 5 in this innings. Rohit and Rahul each got one earlier. And that's a different thing. I'm not going to focus too much on it, but there's a lot of buzz and media and all that kind of stuff. The fine for Rahul. Do you think he was out? Was the umpire wrong? Comment below. Let me know what you think about that. Because I did not watch his dismissal, so I'm not exactly sure. I'll have to look at it later and see what I think about it. But if you look at this second innings, how do you score a 466 and not feel good about it for India? It was fantastic, especially after the 78 all-out from the third match, the 191 in this first innings in this match. But England looks like they're up to the task. No one's out yet. They still need to get 10 wickets or it's going to be a draw. So India now, I feel like, has pressure. You've got to get those 10 wickets in day 5. Are you going to be able to do it? Is it going to be even a flatter track? You would think so. Runs are going to be scoring aplenty. England, they're going to have something to say. Could England do what India did in the second match and come back and get that win? India did it by bowling them out, right? So maybe can India do what India did in the second match and get those wickets? We'll have to see. But great batting performance. Even Siraj, he's the one that got out. It was Umesh Yadav. Siraj, that was kind of funny when he didn't want to be on strike. They wanted him off strike, and he almost got ran out there. Talk about ran out. Wasn't that like 7 runs on that one errant throw where it was Pont, I think, and Kohli? That was like shades of the World Cup. Sorry, I said it, but it kind of was. without the bat being involved, obviously. But great second innings from India. All the India fans are like, we got this. Most of the England fans like, yeah, you probably got this, but we might draw it. And then you have what England did, like I've mentioned many times, 77 all out. Let's talk about the bowlers for England, because I love it when the bowlers have no choice. When the other side scores 466, you have to go out there and you have to grind and you have to challenge and you have to just trust your stuff and know you're eventually going to get those wickets. And they did. And who led the way again today? For England, who led the way? Captain England, that's right, Chris Wokes. Steve Wodgers, Chris Wokes, this guy led the way with 3 wickets. He got 2 of those LBWs. And this guy's a monster. And it's like the backhanded compliment. Yeah, he's a beast in England, but he can't play anywhere else. I'm sorry, were you not watching the first several games that he was put in there in the IPL? He was taking serious wickets. And that wasn't in England, that was somewhere else. So give my man some love. This guy is just coming off injury for several months. He missed the entire 100 and he was one of their main names. He comes in, he gets 4 in the first innings and 3. He's got 7 wickets so far in this match. Does anyone else have 7 wickets in this match? I don't think so. Chris Wokes is a beast, and he also had a low economy rate, the 3rd lowest economy rate, just barely above James Anderson and Joe Root in his 7 overs. But Jimmy Anderson's still doing what he does. He still causes fits for India. Even if he's not getting a bunch of wickets, he keeps the run scoring low. Robinson, he was churning out some runs like Moeen Ali was, but Robinson got himself 2 wickets like Moeen did. So it was a very even split with wickets for the most part. Chris Wokes got the most. Every single person that went out there to bowl at least one ball, they got a wicket. So it was a team effort. They had a fight through, and I love seeing that fight. I love seeing them not give up because they have no choice. They have no other option. They have to fight and get those wickets. Very exciting day of play. I was off today, so I watched, I'm not going to say most of it, but I watched quite a bit of it, and I refreshed myself on the highlights. Day 5 is going to be a slobber knocker, ladies and gentlemen. Day 5 is going to be exciting. And whether I'm live streaming or whether I'm home watching, I'm going to be watching this once I wake up, and I'm going to be following the score and watching it live to see what happens. I don't know what's going to happen. I have no idea what's going to happen. Anything could happen. England is dangerous. They got everyone still there. Everyone's still available. I saw Joe Root, a little gimpy for a few minutes in the field in India's second innings. Is that going to play a role? I don't think so, because I think he bowled after that. India's really got to be able to show up in day 5. They've got to show up. Jadeja's got to show up, or he may be out for the 5th match. We'll have to see. It's super exciting. Day 5, they come around not as often as we want, but when they do, it's super amazing. And you just don't know what's going to happen. Let me know what you think's going to happen. I honestly think it might be 55% India or England. 45% India, and somewhere in there is a draw. That was bad math, I know, but still, I think England has a bit of an edge right here. I think the India win is probably the least likely thing, but it's still pretty spread out, pretty evenly. We'll have to see what happens. Let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know what I missed. Thank you so much for checking me out here on a wonderful Sunday. I hope you're having a great day. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and till next time, adios.